Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 6, where we are pretty deep inside occupied lands right now. Although, interestingly, not quite where the map says we are. Although, you know, easy thing to confuse. These two arrangements of cave look very similar on the map. But yeah, we're actually up here. Well, I mean, we are at the northern end of it, so at the southern end, rather. So, you know, easy mistake to make. Anyway, we're getting too far mellow. But before we move on, we have these random caves, or this random basement. Yeah, it's a basement, of course, to work with. That belong to the building. Hello, brain rats. Okay, those don't seem so bad. We are still mostly hasted. I guess we're going to be fine, right? Okay, we got 4 of them. Yeah, anyway, we had those random goblin assassins upstairs, which... like so many of their kind before. Ooh, nice hit. I like that. Like so many of their kind before. That didn't give us any kind of hint as to who hired them, because, you know, typically assassins work for someone, right? What do I want to do? I want to well-aimed divine fire. Okay. Not terrible. I will try conserving Hawk's mana, though, because who knows when we'll get a free refill, any kind of place to rest. I mean, we could always return to Fort Monastery, but, you know, that's not exactly nearby. So... that being said, our inventory is also getting extremely full, so... I think I might need to return. I could try to just make a run for Mellow, and hope that their teleport pylon is still usable. Sure would be nice if that were the case, but I guess we really don't know that for sure. Okay. Also, those brain rats never... actually did anything. Spell ward and gold necklace. Yeah, the gold necklace went to you, but spell ward? Oh, maybe she has those. No, hold on. What? Spell ward. You have those. Why do you have those? Spell ward scrolls obviously go in Hawk's inventory because reasons. Okay. Whatever. I mean, inventory is full either way. Oh, that's locked. Okay. 14, I believe, only requires 1 extra point. Yep. No enemies right behind it, that's good. So I can switch this back right away, save again. Okay, and there are caves here. This should just... yeah, this should just go to that trapdoor. Indeed. Okay, so that's kind of pointless. Mostly for flavor, I suppose, and for no practical purpose. This goes... okay, quickly, briefly goes through this map that we haven't been to, I believe. But this is underneath the place that we have been to. Except... oh, wait. Oh, is this actually... no, yeah, this has to be underneath Fort Draco, right? Ooh. But it's only an exit. And there could be another path. Although this one seems to go in the exact opposite direction. It's a mushroomy path here. Blood splatters on the ground. That's always good. Oh, and undead. Postulant zombie. Pretty tanky. Of course, now our buffs are long gone. We're gonna wait back here, if you don't mind. Let's go with some War Blessing. Definitely some haste for these. Yeah, okay, of course. There's always more. I'm gonna conserve your cooldown. Okay. That's how it's gonna be, huh? Yeah, these, I think, are healthy enough to warrant the use of that. Of Shield Breaker. In fact, we're gonna use that on the second one as well. Or not, because these zombies are incredibly good at parrying all kinds of attacks. It's extremely frustrating, actually. And there's more. Oh dear, and they apply acid. Okay. Honestly, just use shield breaker. Maybe kill this one with a really good hit. I mean, close. I could heal, or oh, actually, you know what? She got her cooldown back because it was parried. At least the game was very benevolent in that regard. Yeah, you can't do that. But you can, I mean, these enemies are annoying and tanky enough that I actually want to expend some mana to speed this up. Ouch. Oh, the parries. Oh, the parries. Jesus. Parries and the acid. I think I need to start healing here. There, heal them both. Fireball. Okay, let's try this again. Thank you. Amazing. 2 hits in a row, even. Wow, 3 hits in a row. 4? What's going on? Okay, I guess I was just getting really unlucky earlier. I don't think... No, that guy just took a lightning spray. He has not been weakened yet. There we go. Ah, sure, at this point. Fireballs are basically free, so... Ooh, level up. Speaking of which... Okay, I mean, he's getting there, but... 174 experience is still gonna take a bunch of enemies. Okay. Clear that. Decent amount of recovery, at least. Let's see here. 5 skill points. We are working on... Anatomy, still. No, Blade Master. Yes, right. Almost completely certain. Right, and, well, yeah. I didn't even think about the fact that his inventory was full, except that it wasn't because there was 1 space exactly that I freed up earlier. So, I'm gonna use this. I saved just in case. Blade Master, there we go. Lethal Blow unlocked. That only took forever. Nice. You know what? Just eat it right away. Whatever. Eat it. Use it. You know, rub it over your forehead or however you use these things. Actually, crush it in your hand. Save the game. What's down this way? Oh, okay. Path does continue. Bar of iron. Do we have any of those? Well, we do now. Yeah, this is not looking ominous at all. I mean, actually... I mean, I suppose... At this point, we're actually where the game claimed we were earlier. No, it said... We were here? There? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, obviously this has to be accessed from the other side somehow, from somewhere in that cave to the south. Unless I'm missing some buttons or something. I'm not seeing any, though. Okay, anyway, we got this passage that was maybe not a passage at all, because this very much looks like a dead end. But who knows? It might not be. It probably is, though. Yeah, definitely a dead end. No buttons here. Dang. So no way into Fort Draco, huh? Well, that's fine, I guess. I mean, is it? Okay. You didn't like that. And we start with the parries again. Do they just have a certain amount of attacks they can parry and they just use them up in the first couple of rounds? That's certainly how it seemed last time. Come on, mighty blow. No, that one connected. That one did not. Can we kill it with a fireball? Unlikely, so I guess I'll just not bother. There you go. Save that, and what even do we get out of this? Oh wow, there's more on the ground than first met the eye, including some cash. We do not have any of these razor blades, huh? Of course not. Volatile cloak, leather pants. Sure, why not? A blessed shield. Sure, we'll take these. I mean, I'm gonna have to run back to sell stuff anyway. Unless I really do try making a run for Mellow. We're almost there anyway. Just around this bend here, and we're gonna... yeah, we're gonna be in the Formello cave. Of course, we can't exactly get into town. But the pylon, at least if it exists, should be outside of town. At last, you are within sight of Formello. Once one of Avernum's greatest cities, now the center of the lands controlled by the Slith Horde. You enter this enormous cavern at the northwest corner. Formello is in the center, surrounded by wide moats, and defended by hordes of armed Slithurikai. Formello can be entered by crossing one of two bridges, one to the west and one to the south, and looking down from this vantage point, you can see that both bridges are watched by insurmountable numbers of Horde warriors. Yeah, that's not very surprising. If you are to enter the city, you will have to find a different route in. Fortunately, most of the enemy are concentrated to the south toward the front lines. The road to the east is more lightly guarded. Well, honestly, that does not sound like we have any chance at all to get close enough to it. I mean, I don't know where the pylon would have used to be, but probably outside the city walls, but within the moat, basically, or the river. No, it was called a moat, wasn't it? Just literally just now? I don't know. But then it was, I mean, the pylon was probably also destroyed or wouldn't work in the first place, right? It's interesting that the game actually specifically noted that we entered the cave in the northwest. It makes me wonder whether there would have been a different text. I mean, it's probably the easiest scenario, the simplest scenario, that there just would have been a slightly different description if we had entered through here. Or that is not even possible, because this is basically where the army is camped out. Either way, this seems to be the expected route in. What do we have up here? Breeding grounds to the north. Only trainers or those of the Scourge should proceed. Trainers or those of the Scourge. What exactly is being trained up here? You enter the dark, dank tunnels north of Formello. These lands were long thought to be only good for mining. Then the mines were played out one by one, and now these tunnels aren't useful for much of anything. And yet, the Slith Horde has found a purpose for them. The ground is littered with gnawed bones and shed scales. The air is full of the sounds of hissing reptiles and screeching prey. And based on the size of the claw scratches in the cave floor, you would guess that the lizards being bred back here are of considerable size. The feared war lizards of the Horde have to come from somewhere after all. Okay. We haven't really run into those yet, have we? War lizards? Breeding lands, beware. You know what? Yeah. That does not seem like it would help me much on my current quest, which is to find some kind of easier means to get rid of loot. That sure would be nice. What is this place? Another random altar with demon summoners, perhaps? Savage Sliths, these are called. Savage? How? Wait. Aren't Savage Sliths different from Horde Sliths? Or are the Horde considered just the organized part of all the Savage Sliths? Savage Sliths are just any Sliths that aren't peacefully integrated into Avernum society. I guess that's probably how it works. Hi there. Huh. Horde gatherers? Yeah, I mean, okay. Wait. Those are just different types of gatherers. Interestingly, no, never mind. The scrawnier ones are also the weaker ones. Well, I guess we're fighting these now. Why not? Yeah, we're fighting these now. We're gonna wait at the door. And they immediately tried to sneak out. Not so fast, my friend. Nice one. You just wait, I suppose. Okay, they do have a range attack. Yeah, it was worth a shot, I thought. Okay, not sure where exactly you're trying to go, but I kind of have to deal with you now, so... Oh well. There definitely is going to be a basement to this building, isn't there? You didn't even make it. Because of course you would take the long way around. I should have known. Oh. It's the opposite of a basement. My bad. Do we have bread? We do not. No, I guess I don't want it that badly. The meat, though. Meat is fine. We have so much meat. Oh god. A spear. And actually these also dropped things. And with that the inventory is completely full. Well. Oh. Little Scaly. Aw. Has a lot of health though. How bad are you, little Scaly? Are you gonna one-shot us? Oh no. It chose to escape immediately. Of course it would. Mighty blow? Mighty-ish. Okay, despite its name, it didn't really seem... I mean, its name obviously didn't make it sound particularly tough, but of course the expected result would have been the opposite. But then it actually wasn't really a big deal. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're at least taking the valuable stuff. I guess leather pants don't really qualify, do they? Definitely less valuable than that. Fine cloak. Okay. Yeah, no drop from Little Scaly. Okay. So that was a bit random, but okay. What have we here? Not much. Well, you know what? I think it's kind of silly to try and keep going like this. I mean, we basically can't pick up any more loot. We've technically already left some behind, even though, you know, not really worth much, but still, it's only gonna get worse from here. So I guess I will just bite the bullet and backtrack all the way to monasteries, sell things, and... I mean, I guess technically if I'm doing that, I could even take the boat back to the Great Cave, because we have a mushroom sample, don't we? The final one, even. I also kind of want to talk to X again and ask him, see if he has anything to say about the issue of not being able to get into Fort Draco in the first place to do his quest. Although I really doubt that he's going to be able to help with that. We'll probably just have to wait and or look for a way in. I mean, I've looked all the way around Fort Draco. There definitely could be an entrance from somewhere. I just haven't checked yet. In fact, no, we haven't been down here at all, have we? And there's this suspicious little cave that might just have an access to a cave that connects, or some sort of tunnel that connects to Fort Draco underneath the river. So, yeah, we definitely have not exhausted all the possibilities. There's just no obvious way in, but I suppose that isn't too surprising. But yeah, at the very least, we do have these mushroom samples. Let me just confirm. Yeah, blighted mushrooms. It doesn't say from where they are, but obviously they are from around here, somewhere in the Northern Lands. So we could finally finish that quest and see what we get out of that. Yeah, I mean, I guess we might as well. It's also gonna free up an extra inventory space, right? So worth it. Either way, I'm gonna do that off camera, of course. I guess I'm gonna see you back in the castle. All right, here we are at the castle. Selling all my stuff was worth about 3,000 coins, which is not bad, you know. About 1 skill increase worth. At this point, I found these diseased mushrooms in the northern regions. Sage Aster fetches a pair of tongs, takes the sample, inspects it, and seals it in a ceramic jar. My first sample from that region. Very, very handy. I eagerly anticipate the slime's reaction to it. I will pay you well for this. She gives you a small pouch of coins and a flask containing a gelatinous clear goo. I wonder where that's going to be. Energy elixir, apparently. I don't need any more of this variety, but please watch for samples in the other locations I mentioned, except... yeah, we're done. That would be helpful. The more we know about the blight, the better we can combat it. Right. Yeah, I think I've collected all the samples you needed. And so you have. For such an effort, you deserve a better reward. A better reward than I can give you. She hands you a small pouch of crystals. Those stones are precious. I've used them many times in my travels. When I traveled. In addition, there are certain magical rituals we only teach to those who have done great favors for our sect. Sect? What exactly? Which sect is that? You can learn them now if you wish. Sure? Okay, I guess now she's actually teaching. Battle crystals, okay. Cool. What do you teach? I teach focusing rituals that can be used by the trained mind to heal and focus oneself. Heal and focus oneself. I could teach you if you're willing. It would be enjoyable for me, though I would be forced to ask for funds to continue my work, of course. Please train me? Okay, it's just priest spells. These might have been accessible before, but... there were advanced rituals available. Have the samples I brought helped you? Yet? Not yet, but I have hope. In these ever darker times, that and the company of others are all that sustains me. You seem to be having some problems? I have nothing but problems. Tell me about Corellia. Okay. Teach advanced rituals? Okay, return life and divine retribution. And they are expensive as well. Wow, 3,800 for divine retribution. Yeah, I think I'll pass. Return life, I've talked about before on several occasions that, I just don't see the benefit of increasing that at all because, the amount of hit points you respawn with really is completely irrelevant. We are looking for these crystals for her, right? The crystal shards. Yeah. Tunnels north of Fort Draco. That has to be this Tenebra place, right? That definitely looked like I want to say there was some Vanatine looking architecture, but that was just sealed with barriers too strong to penetrate. So maybe there's a way in from whatever this place is. I mean, these breeding grounds, I guess, right? Did we enter through here? Or did we go all the way up through here? I don't even remember anymore. Okay, either way. Yeah, that might be a back entrance. I mean, there has to be, unless there is some other way in. For Fort Draco... Actually, I did, on my way back here, I was really so tempted to just, check out the south part of this map here, because, well, they're just, we only ever ran past the northern edge of it. And there's definitely more stuff. But I did see along the bank of this river here, there is a door in the rock. I did not open it, of course, but well, that leads somewhere. I might be tempted to just open that on the way back. In fact, I'm super tempted to just explore this place here. Because, you know, we kind of left that unexplored. Maybe... I mean, these... Are these actually just tents? These are probably just tents, aren't they? These triangles. I have been wondering and never really stopped to really analyze what they're supposed to be. But yeah, okay. So they signify, I guess in this case, slith camps, army camps, although obviously there are slith camps that are not indicated in this kind of way, so who knows. But this might indicate that we cannot even get through to this little cave here, where we did see something, right? At some point, yeah, we saw underground, something that seemed to be only accessible from the south. So who knows, that might not be a place we can even go, but we can definitely go to this cave here, and there's stuff, including possibly a way into Fort Draco, so quite interested in doing that. Anyway, what exactly did we get here? 2 battle crystals, 2 purging crystals. Oh wait, never mind, those are good. Yeah. We have 12 of those now, very nice. Energy elixirs go to her. Plenty of those as well, that's very nice. And we have 16 of these battle crystals for battle blessing. Probably should use that occasionally, as opposed to never. Okay, anyway, I guess we helped her as much as we can. Oh yeah, right. Also, I looked at what to do with research notes, whether there was another thing to do with Amarian wine, and you know, what the best use for bags of meal was. So, research notes, unfortunately, turned out to be a bit spoilery. I guess I'm not gonna spoil it for you if you don't know. I mean, it's not a huge surprise, really. It's a place we haven't been to yet. But it's a place that I basically expected to go at some point, so it's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, we're gonna keep those there for the time being. Almarian wine we basically used for everything that it can be used for, so really we're just gonna sell what remains. And these bags of meal, which would also already sell for a decent amount of money, as it is. In fact, interestingly... 100... Okay, no. I forgot that. Obviously, they're not going to sell for this, for their stated value. So, we're still going to get more money out of this. So, we basically have 2 options for them, right? We can donate them to the refugees of Almaria, and we will get experience for that. And a one-time item reward, which I think we already got. But it's only a return life scroll, so, you know, not a big deal. The other option is we can sell them to the greedy merchant near Silvar, but you also get experience for that, in addition to 30 coins per bag. And as much as I, you know, from a role-playing perspective would like to just donate them, you know, that's still a decent amount of money that we can just get for free. And since it doesn't really make a difference, you know, we'll just pretend we donated them. That's what I decided. Okay, so let's go to Silvar. I think it was there, yeah. I think he has his shop just to the west of Silvar. Like right here-ish. A real customer? Nazil. Neron? Neron, actually. Bags of meal. Let's see. 18,600, 18,700 basically, and... Okay. That definitely was worth experience. And about... What did I say? 3,000... Well... 2,400? No, actually... I can't do math. It's fine. 2,600 more like, right? Something like that. Anyway, 2 level ups. Yeah, I mean, Hawk was kind of close already. So that really wasn't a huge amount of experience. I wonder if it would have been considerably more. The one fact I looked up, I didn't really do any more research than that, said that it was about the same amount of experience. So, you know. Either way, it would not have been a huge amount. Let's see here. 11 points, because I wanted to increase mage spells to 17. There. Never putting any more points into that. And lethal blow, right? Yeah, obviously. I think that also maxes out at 10. Most skills do. Or, you know, soft caps at 10. I'm definitely gonna keep going for a little bit longer with this one. Okay. That's nice. Finally found a use for some of these things. Can we actually just... Hello? Can we actually just sell things to you? Yes. So there, have some Almarian wine. Hello? Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. So it was another 300 coins. Not bad. Alright, and with that, we are finally ready to return. Yeah, are we gonna... I don't know. Part of me kind of just wants to solve our current quest as quickly as possible, to see what's next. Another part of me, the usual part of me, wants to just explore everything, because we left so many things behind. I don't know. I think for once I'm actually going to focus on the mission first. We can always return later to clear everything, to explore super carefully and thoroughly. I mean, it would be nice to be able to use this shortcut, basically. I mean, where does this connect? This is not... Let's actually go to this map. I guess we are on this map. Is this... Is the other side of this a place? Hello? Huh? Wait. Oh, I did not see you there. My bad. How rude of me. Okay. Oh. We never looted this place, even though we had cleared this camp before. And immediately we're starting to clutter our inventory with all kinds of junk again. It's just how it is. Let's see here. Yeah, we have been to this map. We have not at all been to this map here. Yeah, this is exactly the place that I was talking about, that I kind of want to explore. We have seen the very northern end of it. Yeah, no. Nope, that's just gonna be too many distractions. Yeah, these were the wormy tunnels, and this unfortunately is as far as we can take our boat. Oh well. Now we have one all the way up here, at the northern end of this body of water, and one at the very southern end. Oh, let's not risk running into enemies like that one. Oh, there's a war lizard. Okay. 387 health, not that bad looking. Yeah, and this is where I saw the door. I couldn't resist walking down this strip of land just to see if it was a little dead end. And, well, it is. No, I mean, it's not. I have to look. It could just be just a tiny little cave. Or it could just actually keep going. Nope, nope. I'm resisting. We will return later. It's fine. For now, we'll just not go here. Have to take a south. And we're back here. And in fact... Yeah, okay. So we took a peek up here. I mean... From here, though... It Shouldn't take too long to, you know, determine whether there might be an entrance into that Tenebrum place. What was it? Tenebra. Shadowy place. I mean, there are all kinds of mines here, right? That's what the game told us about this area. All kinds of exhausted mines, but still. Eat some food, alright. Well, this is just a dead end. There's some more food. Trainer Horus. Oh. Hello there. All by yourself, I see. There's an old Cicericide, tribal markings painted proudly on his face, sitting by the fire. A generous meal of wine and roast lizard meat surrounds him on the tattered carpet he sits on. And then he sees you enter. He rises unsteadily to his feet, shaking his head. Ah, I never thought this would happen, but I knew it might. I'm Trainer Horus, of the mighty Horde. I am ready. I only wish I was not surrounded by all this. He waves at his home. Why? Is it awkward? You train the wall lizards? Train and breed them. My pets have slain many of your kind, I am proud to say. And do not think slaying me will reduce their numbers. I have trained many to do what I do. What's wrong with this home? Seems rather cozy. Ah, this is not the way of the Horde. The walls, the roof, the bed. We left behind the old, harsh ways, sucked in by the human comforts and other weaknesses. And yet you live here. And as I get old, I was no better. But I wish I did not have to die around so many human things. Well, what are you ready for? You will kill me, yes. Because if not, I will kill you. I will not let spies wander around in our proud lands. You don't have to die here. Perhaps you can buy your life back from us? Yeah, no. Seems civilized for a savage. That's a pretty rude thing to say. I mean, not that we have any reason to be polite, but, you know, still. If we're trying to somehow gain his trust or, you know, actually be friendly, that's a pretty stupid way to do so. Well, you want death? I'm happy to oblige. As you approach, Horus lets out a long, low whistle, of course. Then, as he tries to compose himself for the end, he meets your charge. You notice too late that he wears an odd charm around his neck. It is surrounded by a tiny cloud of sparks. Okay. Okay, dude. Oh. Ah, thanks for letting us buff. It's awfully nice of you. He did whistle, though, so obviously he will have summoned some of his pets. Oh. That's the cloud of sparks, I guess? Oh god, that's actually really, really bad. Yep. Hate to see that. I mean, it's what it is. We'll deal with it somehow, perhaps. He does have a lot of hit points, of course. What's happening? Wow, that was a... Yep. I mean, if I needed any more confirmation that lots of enemies are moving somewhere, unseen for now, that long pause definitely told me all I needed to know. Jesus. Okay, this is really bad. I just cannot attack him. I can't. What was it? PJ for... Stronger heal. Slow him down. And there are the lizards. I mean, since apparently this shock counter seems to be built into the charm he's wearing, I don't suppose it's just gonna run out. So that kind of sucks. These lizards aren't so bad. I mean, the first one's already down, although I guess we did deal some pretty strong hits there. Obviously, if we want to kill this guy ever, we have to just Oh. Okay, cool. We have to deal all the damage we can to him. Yep, there's more lizards. At least those don't have the spark shield. Well. Oh, we're not getting any haste procs for her at all. Pretty annoying. You know what? You can actually use Cloak of the Arcane. Needless to say, I wish I had used it earlier, but you know. And he died from the lightning debuff, of course. Oh, right. We never even saved in here. I mean, can we deal with him? I suppose, maybe? Oh, it's gonna be annoying, though. I don't suppose there's a way to deal with the lizards he's calling ahead of time? They probably just spawn somewhere. Needless to say, this is exactly the kind of distraction that that I said I actively wanted to avoid right now, but, well, you know, I tried. I'm only human. You enter one of the abandoned mines. Any crystal that held appreciable value was hauled away many years ago. For the last few decades, the only miners working here were the desperate, the poor, and the scribane eaters, digging out small, flawed crystals, good only for ornamentation or grinding up to make ink, which seems pretty useful in its own right. Of course, all of the human miners are long gone. The stink of lizards is heavy in the mine. This is where they have been breeding, feeding, and growing large on the flesh of the weaker among them. I mean, did they actually come from here? I guess we'll see. I mean, there definitely are a few of them here. Nothing else? Okay. Didn't expect those other lizards to immediately go after Hawk, but I don't know, enemies often do. What? Oh. Numlock, there you go. Sure. Heal him up. Oh, come on. Kill it? Thank you. Kill that one. Very good. Oh, I could have... well, it's fine. Ooh. Good hit. You know what? I will heal him. And not aggravate the lizard further. Alright, you can use your Mighty Blow now. And you can use your Well-Aimed Blow. Okay, that's maybe... yeah, I don't know. I don't really think that we prevented him from summoning those lizards now. Those were probably completely separate. Oh, hi there, Lizard Tamer. Okay. Control foe. I mean, that's... honestly, if he still summons more lizards, which he probably will, maybe control foe could come in handy in that situation. Because maybe those lizards might be susceptible. What have we here? Oh, just access to this. Well, well, well. Well, the poor and desperate who were mining here before were not particularly thorough, apparently, because I missed that. And I mean, flawed as these crystals might be that are still left here, they're still worth money. Yeah, got some more. Some more of these enemies here. I mean, there's really no particular reason why we need to explore this deep into the mines right now, but, you know, we're here. We might as well. They can probably, yeah, they can definitely go around that way, if they want to. And they do want to. That is perfect. Perfect, yeah, perfect. That is perfect. Those attacks were not really, but it's fine. I mean, someone is going to be able to reach Hawk if they want to, because obviously he's going to unleash some AoE momentarily. I guess you can... No, you can't really do much. You know, you're just going to shoot that random lizard. I don't know why I chose that one. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. Wow, that's worse than expected. Guess I should have gone with Icy Rain, maybe, even. Yeah, I suppose we can finish off that guy. Wasn't there another lizard that just... Yeah, sure enough. Thankfully, so long as you're only fighting a couple of these at a time, they're really not that bad. Okay, so here we would have seen that chest, and there is a way down here. It's pointing in the right direction. But of course, this tunnel here actually turns around. You know what? Yeah, let's leave this for later, perhaps. Yeah. I think I'm satisfied with our exploration around there. For now, we're just quickly gonna re-explore here, although there really wasn't anything of value. Wait, were there? I thought that was at least something, but maybe not. Oh, maybe in here? Oh, well, I don't know if I was thinking of that. Who knows? Okay, now I guess we'll save here. And we're gonna go with Ward of Steel. No, actually Ward of Elements. There's a chance that the lightning counterattack might be completely avoided with high enough magic resist. That would be super nice. I'm really not sure though. Yeah, Cloak of the Arcane? I mean, I guess he's gonna deal most of the damage against the boss, right? Probably. There. I guess I'm gonna just not attack with physical attacks for the time being. Well, not with melee attacks anyway. Shield Breaker. Of course, that means that he's going to attack, well, ultimately probably Hawk, which is not great. Oh, okay, or he decides to go after Lulu instead. I mean, I'll test it. He has had his armor reduced, so we're just gonna go for a mighty blow. 200 damage, I mean, that's really good. And we do not have the lightning debuff. Oh. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna risk it. Although she's gonna land multiple hits, and each one probably has a chance to... yeah. Get her affected. I should be able to heal against, you know, one person affected with the debuff. And we have dealt a decent amount of damage already. Do I risk it, though? Yeah, I shouldn't have, maybe. Oh. At least we don't have the lizards coming yet. There might be no lizards, actually. But there might also be more phases to the fight, so... there is that. Okay. I mean, I tried lightning last time, but it was parried, so we don't know if it's effective or not. Yeah, it's okay. That was boosted, of course. He resisted 44. Let's, just for fun... well, for science, basically. Oh yeah, okay. We don't want to use that. Not worth it. He's taking... only 20 points of acid damage. That's surprisingly little, but okay. That's what it is. Well, your mighty blow is probably probably always worth it. Wow, okay, yeah. Double hit as well, I like that. Yeah, I mean, your hit points were looking good enough. I did not mean to click on you there. Well... oh, he summons. Summons a freaking drake. A cryo drake as well. Yikes. Well, we definitely want to deal with that. Okay. Not terrible. I am... yeah, man, I really wish I didn't misclick. Which the game makes so freaking easy to do. Okay. It's down to 100 health only. Lightning? Oh, wow, that was enough. Nice. Ouch. Okay, no more lightning debuffs. Which means that we're immediately risking it again. And paying the price. You are going to chill for a round. You are going to heal everybody? Well aimed lightning. Oh. Okay. I'm actually okay with that. Yeah, it looks like he's going down. So I guess his phase 2 is just that he starts summoning cryo drakes. Although it's completely possible that he could have done that right off the bat and just chose not to. Yeah, you are going to attack the cryo drake though. No need to get you debuffed again. On 24. Well, the problem is we don't know what the cryo drake can do. It's only a summoned version, a relatively weak one, but it still might have some sort of nasty AoE attack. Still, I think I'm gonna risk using a well-aimed blow. You know what? I think this is a sign. We're gonna heal everyone up a little bit. But now he's weakened enough, yeah, that unless he parries, he should be dead now. He did not parry. Okay. So we actually won. Yep. That's pretty neat. I really wasn't sure. I mean, first of all, I really didn't expect that killing the lizards here would solve the problem of them joining the fight. I really thought he would just summon more at some point. But, well, he did not. And he did have a lot of hit points. I totally expected more phases to the fight. Something nasty to happen. I guess summoning those cryodrakes kind of qualifies, but they were surprisingly easy to deal with, so... Well, either way, we get a ruby chain, fire resistance, some scribane. That's pretty much it. Some money, healing elixir. Huh. Okay. Oh, hold on. Alright, never mind. Well, it's a kind of boss enemy down, I guess. Yay. I don't know. Felt kind of underwhelming in the end. But it's something. Now, do I want to continue exploring here, including the underground part of it, which had lava, which kind of says to me fire lizards, probably just more wall lizards, fiery version. I mean, we started here, and I mean, I really only went here because I thought that there could be a connection to Tenebra. I suppose now that we've come this far, and also because if I don't, I'm just going to forget that I already found this staircase down and still haven't fully explored that. I guess we're going to keep going with this. Obviously, I'm not going to, well, maybe not obviously, but no, I'm not going to explore all of the breeding grounds, but this one map here and the underground, just to see whether there is a connection to Tenebra. If there isn't, then we're going to leave the rest of it for some time later and continue onward to Formello. But for now, we're just going to continue looking around this map some more. Well, we're going to do that next time, specifically, because, yeah, this works out just fine, time-wise. So, as always, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.